In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front forward control arm on this BMW 3 Series. Let's get into it. We're going to remove the wheel, use a 17mm socket, take the lug nuts off, or lug bolts. And when you get to the last one, I'm just going to hold the wheel on so it doesn't fall. Grab the wheel and slide it off. I'm going to use a hex socket. This is an H17 or a 17mm. We'll take this bolt out. Take that off. We're going to remove this lower panel. I'm going to use an 8mm socket. Take these screws out. And grab the panel and slide it off. We'll take this shield down, use the same 8mm socket. Take these screws out. Take these two screws out, 8mm socket. Grab the cover and slide it down. There is a sensor right here. You can just disconnect the sensor, just push down on the tab. Slide the connector off. We're going to remove this bolt right here. Use a 18mm socket. Slide that out. It's going to be loose like that. Take this nut off. Use a 21mm socket. It may just be spinning. That's okay. I'm going to use a 21mm wrench and a T40 socket. And take the nut off. You might have to turn the wheel slightly outward and just grab the axle, pull that out. And with the arm, slide it up and pull it out of the way. Now with the axle out of the way, slide the new one in place. And you can push the axle back in. Twist that a little bit. There we go. Take the nut, get the nut started. And get this lined up here. You want to replace the bolt. Get that started. Now we're going to tighten this nut. You can use a 21mm wrench and your T40 socket, or we're going to try using some channel locks in a 21 millimeter socket. We'll tighten this down this way. Just get it snug first. We're going to torque this nut to 129 foot-pounds. There we go. We're going to raise up on the suspension because we want it as close to ride height as possible before we tighten that bolt. It would be ideal if you could put this on the ground and torque it on the ground, but that's not that easy. So just do the best you can. Just be careful. That's good. Torque this bolt to 74 foot-pounds. And then you want to go an additional 90 degrees. If you don't have a torque angle meter, do the best you can. We can lower down the pole jack. Connect the connector. Lock that down and slide the panel in place. Get these bolts started. Tighten these down. And on the side, put these screws in. Tighten those down. Slide the shield in place. Get these bolts started. Once they're all in, tighten them down. On the old bolt, there is an O-ring. You must slide that off. Slide the spring off. Take your new bolt, slide the spring on and the O-ring. Get that started. From the back side, you might have to pull the axle forward, twist it back and forth a little bit. Get that centered. I'm going to put two of the lug studs in, the lug bolts, just using a pry bar just to prevent the hub from spinning. Torque this bolt to 155 foot-pounds. Now I'm going to torque this bolt to 155 foot-pounds. And then you want to go an additional 90 degrees. If you don't have an angle meter, do the best you can. Okay. After finishing this installation, it's important to have an alignment done on your vehicle. Put the wheel on, line that up, take the lug stud or lug bolt, get that started. Put the other bolts in. Now we're going to torque the lug bolts to 90 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Go around again, double check. Good.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.